to Romancing the Dungeon, a softcore D&D adventure about 4 heroes on the greatest quest of all, to find true love. Previously on Romancing the Dungeon.
It's just kind of the two of you sitting there at this creek.
You like missing Eugenia? Is that kind of it?
Oh, Eugenia, yeah, no, totally. Just my the old ball and chain. Yeah, no, thinking lots about her. Well, we gotta check out the plots and stay. I know a few cars and stuff. I can probably get some info.
Someone should probably back him up because he's probably just gonna get wasted and do fuck all.
You're the one that seems to have the fucking problem here. Like, I'm trying to do stuff. I'm trying to make things right.
Since when is anything you do not about you?
I don't want to get personal here, okay? So maybe you should just watch it.
You made this personal a long time ago.
Look, I never made any promises.
You think 2 years doesn't carry some kind of promise?
We didn't talk about anything, we didn't say anything. I've got a career, I've got a life.
You pull the hood of the cloak back and you reveal the form that you have disguised yourself as.
As I put my hands on the hood of the cloak, I just go, greasy little peanut, and I have taken the form of Sops.
Are you lonely, miserable, or just plain horny? Well, you've taken the first steps to solving your problems. At least your dating ones. Welcome to D8. Devoted, desired, dreamy or dirty. Dapper dates for dejected daters. My name is Roz Greypurse, founder, CEO, and love wizard. And this is a reminder to all patrons of our lovely service. Your annual subscriptions are past due, fuckers. Roz loves you, but love isn't cheap. Unless that's what you wanted in the first place. To get started, please fill out the attached questionnaire. Question 18. Bang, marry, kill your group.
Well, let's just get it out of the way. I would murder the shit out of Hephaestus. Fia, marry in a heartbeat. What a sweetheart. I could take care of her. She could take care of me. And then I think I just gotta have sex with Thane because at the end of the day, I think I can teach her some things. I don't know, like there's a novel I read before called Ghost where they're working at a clay wheel. So it's sort of I would be in the chair and then Thane would be in my lap, and then we'd just sort of be working it like a clay pot.
Oh my god.
Just sort of see where we go from there. Let your imagine take control.
Nate, having said goodbye to having bid Fia farewell, you kind of watched her. She didn't come into the market. She's kind of gone around it, and weirdly enough, for somebody that said they were going to the library, she seems to be taking the long way around. But there's a chance that she could just be being overly cautious. There could be just that. But there is kind of there's a circular road that it sort of treks the outside of the city. So at any one point you can kind of join that and just walk your whole way around. Very long walk, but it just means that you don't have to constantly happen to be weaving through the central streets and stuff like that. It's easier. But I kind of digress a little bit because you kind of walked right through the marketplace, and you're kind of having seen kind of Fia skulk off a little bit. It's kind of put you on edge a small bit, and even though you're this small, tiny, little greasy peanut man, it's still a little bit like, oh god, people might know me or people might recognize me because I'm Nate.
Yeah.
As you were kind of heading into this direct center towards the quill, the giant watchtower, you see kind of a patrol of guards coming towards you, and you duck down a side street, just straight down a side street. And as you kind of meander through the buildings, the first thing is you hear a very faint, no, it's good, I swear, it's Magokat's Virility powder. You just gotta get it's not one dose. You gotta just keep repeating this is just something that you gotta keep going for. It's just gonna be perfect, okay? And you just kind of out of the corner of your eye, you just see this sort of very kind of confident dwarf in his 10-gallon hat, just again shoving a jar of white powder into the hands of this Goliath, who is just kind of like shaking his head and is looking kind of really embarrassed. But yeah, he's being persistent in that he's not giving him a refund. But as you kind of maneuver kind of between the buildings, just anywhere you see a guard, you're slipping down on the street, and suddenly you find yourself on the edge of, well, one of the second largest park in Tezrab. There's kind of gaggles of people everywhere. There's like a lovely couple having a picnic on a blanket next to a pond. There's children running around a tree, playing with it. I don't know. It's whatever children do with trees. Okay, so it's just wonderful. It's just really, really beautiful. And since you've been back in Tezrab, it's just there's sort of, and you're not with the others. Like this is the kind of the first chance really that you've had to just be in your own headspace, and you've kind of, without even realizing it, you've sort of stepped onto the grass of the park, and you're just kind of wandering. And there, you've kind of crossed. You actually walked over that couple that were having a picnic on the blanket. You just cut right through them, and they're kind of objecting. Like it's two Aarakocrans, and they're both like, "What?" They're not happy. They're not happy at all. And you've got, so they're kind of just shouting at you, but you're just kind of lost in thought.
Yeah.
And without walking anywhere with purpose, you've suddenly you find the ground beneath your feet is no longer kind of plush, manicured grass, and that's the only way it's manicured. It's a manicured park. It's sort of a kind of a nice sort of smooth tarmac path, and you hear the sound of your boots scratching against it. Just that and that's what kind of brings you back. And as you look around, just to your right, you just see this tall, white and black marble gazebo. It's huge. It's sort of a landmark in Tezrab, and you've passed it before. You've canoodled under it many a time, but you just kind of, as you turn to face it, you've never really appreciated it, and being away from home has kind of made you that little bit more. Oh, fuck, it's good to be home. Like, it's good to be back in this dump of a city. And as you kind of meander up towards and sorry, I'm on autopilot here, so tell me if there's something else you want to do entirely. Like, I'm just lost. Just lost in this moment.
Declan's in Tezrab right now.
Yeah, I'm in Tezrab. Yeah, you wander up, and give me a wisdom saving throw.
9.
There's a statue. There's a statue under the roof of this gazebo, and you're not quite sure if it's always been there. You don't remember it, but you can't fully be sure of that either. Like, you're like, maybe it was, maybe I just never really paid attention to it. With your thoughts sort of like kind of just cast to the wind, you just walk up, take a look, and immediately you're just brought straight back into the moment and into the space. Standing under this gazebo, it's a statue of a man and a woman, with their kind of the woman is about 6 foot, and the man is he's about 5'4", so it's a distinct difference in height. And the woman is kind of looking down on the man, and the man is looking up, and he's holding a hand up to her face. Underneath it, you just see there's just kind of chiseled into the marble of this, dedicated to Betty and Norris Flatstum, Tezrab's mother and father.
Okay. Actually, I want to have a look at that letter.
Okay. Yeah. That you woke up with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
The letter is the envelope that it's in. It's mangled. It's dirty. It's torn. It's scorched. It looks like someone's tried to rip it open, but the seal, there's a wax and seal on it. And for the first time that you've really taken a look at it, it's just an orangey wax seal. And now that you've kind of got it in your hands and you get a chance, they're sort of embedded in it and kind of almost like frozen or sealed in the wax with it are 2 sprigs of lavender. They're dried, but they look newly dried.
Okay.
You break the seal. And when you do, it's sort of like, it's a very audible crack. Its contents are just as manky as the envelope that it's in. It's definitely been the words are kind of hard to read. It's clearly been kind of water damaged, but
Eugenia, my dearest darling, I write this
write
letter to
this
explain
letter
myself.
to explain myself, and in the hopes that whatever gods or high powers will see fit to absolve me of my deceit and my lies. I loved you, and that I hope you still feel and believe. No woman, no person, and no soul has ever connected with me on such a level, and I feel as if you know me truly, madly, and deeply. I left you because I couldn't bear to have you walk away from the comforts you so rightly deserve. I needed to justify my love. And I know you would have forsaken it all for me, though I never asked, and you never said. But I knew by the love in your eyes. Your brother Norris, he offered me 15,000 gold pieces to leave the estate. I knew, in that moment, I had hatched a plan. I would and did take his money, but not for myself, for us. With it, we could build a comfortable home by the sea, a huge garden for you, and a small studio in the back so I could paint. And we could continue our lessons together. I took the money and I ran, but I had every intention, every hope, every desire to return to you, and if fate allowed it, we'd be living our lives together until the end of our days. I write this letter to you, my love, because I won't ever have that chance to see you again. To see you smile, to see the light of the morning sun radiate around you, to hear your voice, your laughter, to feel you next to me, to hold your hand. I have known you only a short time, Eugenia, but I'm truly a better man for it. I fled the city, made my way deep into the Montague forest. I was to meet some friends that would help me get you away from your brother and start a new life together. When they did not show, I travelled onwards, but I was attacked by bandits. Wounded, I thought my life gone, there and then, but I was spared a small mercy. A mysterious woman, an innkeeper, chased my attackers off. And now I find myself in my final days, fading away in our home, so very far, far away from you. At night, I dream such terrible nightmares. But just when I see it seems that all is lost, you find me. You rescue me from the darkness. I awake each day a little weaker, but my heart lighter. I would never ask you to wait for me, my dearest. You have a love, a spirit, a heart that needs to be loved, cherished and expressed. I go to my end now, happier because you loved me. Live the life you deserve and desire, Eugenia. Promise me, my love. I love you always. Forever. Colin Rochelle.
Always and forever, Colin Rochelle.
That was really nice.
the letter in your hands, how do you feel?
Honestly, a little guilty.
With that said, the day is yours. There is a plan, but what do you want to do?
I will go meet Sykes in the Yellow Cauldron.
Okay, you're going to head to the Yellow Cauldron. That's back into the marketplace, so it's one of the more central inns in the city. But yeah, you're heading back that way. Stepping inside, you don't really. It's busy, but like a lot of this is one of those places that it's the lunchtime rush. Is there a big cellar? There's a small stage. There's nobody on it. It's just not that kind of place. And there's a few people kind of who had a late lunch or a long lunch or a lunch that just doesn't seem to end. There's a kind of a heavy set middle-aged woman sort of at the counter, hair in kind of in a net, which is kind of two poofs of just kind of burnt brown hair, just kind of sticking out either side of it. Mm-hmm. What'll it be, love?
Yeah, sorry. I was told to meet someone here. I was wondering if they were around. Sykes. big half orc dude.
Oh, I haven't seen Mr. Sykes in about a day or so, I would say.
Oh, but he was around though, was he?
Oh yeah, Sykes is always around. Are you looking for him, honey?
Yeah. You don't know where he is, do you? Or
Oh no, that man's an enigma wrapped in a riddle, mapped in a mystery, mapped in some paper that I can't see through.
okay.
He's mysterious, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh, okay. Well, that's disappointing.
I can put word, Tim, if you want.
Yeah, if you could, that would be really, really great.
Yeah. She pulls out kind of a pencil from under her the netting, and she also yanks out like a lump of hair with it as well. It had kind of wound around it. Oh, she doesn't notice. She's wearing a wig. And she grabs kind of a piece of paper from under the bar, and she's name.
Nate.
Nate.
Yeah. Just say if you could just say that Nate and the gang are in Tezerab and that we're ready to talk.
Okay, Nate. And how many G's in gang?
Gang 2.
Okay, GGAN gang. Nate and the gang. And Tezrab. Looking for meat?
To meet.
Okay, looking to meet.
Yeah.
MEATTE. Exclamation point. Love that.
Great. Do you guys have rooms? Or is it just a bar here?
Just a bar left.
Just a bar. Okay. Look, I suppose I'll just check in maybe every other day, and we can
Sure.
see.
I mean, and maybe buy a drink or something, since you're using it as a messenger
no,
service.
Absolutely,
I suppose.
no, you're absolutely right.
No, it's fine. No, it's okay. No, it's fine. That's just we're just used to it, Use us, yeah. You men folk, yep. Yeah, especially the good-looking ones. She looks you up and down.
Well, do you do stuff to go or?
Oh, I get off it now. And I'll do lots of stuff.
Good to know. Good to know. Yeah, can I any chance I can get like an ale to go if you have like a takeaway goblet or something?
Just ones you don't mind losing,
Give me a persuasion check.
Yeah, so unnatural 20.
Oh yeah, she just gives you a full goblet. Like it's actually like it's clean and everything. Like it's just like she just dinks it into a barrel. She dunks this kind of goblet into a barrel full of ale, and she hands it to you. On the house, love.
Thank you. Sorry, what was your name?
Minnie.
Minnie. An absolute pleasure to meet you.
No, an absolute pleasure to meet you later too. 9.
9 o'clock.
9.
Okay, I will see you at.
And you can drop back that goblet. Now you've got an excuse to come by. Handsome. She's kind of bobbing.
Thank you, and I sort of gesture with the goblet.
She gestures with her boobs. She's kind of like lifts her chest.
And I sort of back slowly out of.
She doesn't lose eye contact with you.
Okay, and then as I cross the threshold, I just turn and I'm gone.
So where are you headed now?
I think I'm going to hit up an old haunt, and I'm going to go to the Copper Rabbit.
So you're heading to the slum district and
yes.
Barefoot Alley. Okay. Yeah, you can smell the copper rabbit before you see it. You can hear the copper rabbit before you can see it. It's just this place is an assault. Marilla, the owner, just sort of lets you want to paint it. Come on in, paint the bloody thing. Paint it whatever you feel like. She's just free spirited, hard knock life gnome bruiser. She's as rough as fuck, but with a heart of gold. Right. You just see as you kind of slip down the side street to the front entrance. This is off street, and you can just see the rabbit hanging by the neck, but with a staff shoved up its arse. And it's meant to be kind of. If you look at it at certain angles, it does spell the copper rabbit, but you've never been able to find that angle. Marilla is convinced of it. You just see a dwarf just thrown out, like he's just sent flying. He stumbles into barrels and boxes and he kind of lands into it. All right, Charlie, good night.
Oh my God. Nathaniel. Nathaniel.
How did you know?
Ah, the stink off you, honey. Come in and give Marilla a kiss.
I don't still. Do I look like?
Oh, it's just their smell. Like she knows your smell.
But do I look?
You still look like Sops.
I still look like
Yeah.
Sops. Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm going for a big hug. I guess.
She runs to her. This elderly gnome woman in a kind of a shirtless blouse. Like she's ripped the arms off the blouse to her, and just this kind of wrinkled, tattooed skin, like literally from like the curve of her chin down to the tips of her fingers is just stained in ink. Even for a woman of her distinguished age, she still has a bit of muscle to her. And yeah, she runs towards you and she just kind of throws herself out. She just starts kissing your bald, sopsy head.
Okay, thanks. Hi, Marilla. Hi.
Nathaniel, honey, baby, you came back. Come on in. And she holds her hand up to you and she's just kind of leading you in. Look at the stadia. You've never looked better.
How's business?
Shit.
Good. Nothing's changed then.
There's my baby boy. Come on. Follow mama.
Oh, so actually, who is there? Anyone in tonight? Can we trust everybody? We all good? Can I take this off?
These people are so drunk off the piss I've been selling them. They can't see out their asses.
I take the cloak off.
Yeah.
Nate, baby, put that back on.
Yeah. Very funny.
He's a funny name. Yeah.
Oh, do you mind if I hang out here for a while? I kind of got to lay low for a bit.
Your bed's upstairs, honey. I got you. Your mama's got you.
I miss you, Marilla. I miss you so much.
Yeah, I know you do. Still, you're a record of me. Yeah, you're the bastard.
What's the news around Tesla? What's going on?
Piss off, it's still a shithole. The fucking elves are everywhere. Fucking gentrifying the place. You know, an elf came in here a couple of days ago and he offered me 15,000 gold pieces for this shithole.
What?
Yeah, 15,000 gold pieces. I don't piss off. You bastard. Coming in here in my pub to buy me out. Bastard. What about you?
Just.
Oh, I know you bastard.
Hey. If these walls could talk.
And they do.
What?
Yeah, I've heard things. Things a mother wouldn't repeat.
I tell you what. How about we do what we did in the old days? How about I get up there and do a little song and dance, see if we can get the crowd in.
No, crowd. Better luck, Nate. Better luck. Okay, go on. The stage is yours. Your stage is yours, honey. You bastard. Get up there.
And she's just slapping you on the tush.
Look at that. She's it's so firm. Oh, she's pushing on. That's my boy. Oh, still doing his glutes. Squats. Look at you, bastard. Get up there.
Okay, I'll crack out the old lute and start.
Shut up, you bastards! The babies are gonna start singing. Shut up, you bastards! Fuck's sake. Shh. I said shh.
Will I roll for performance or?
You know.
No. Okay. Yeah. Great. I just yeah.
It's yours, baby. Yeah. This fucker's better like. I'm paying these bastards in piss beer. These bastards coming in here in my pub, owning the place. It's mine. It's Marilla's house.
Are we good, Marilla?
Oh yeah, sure. What are you doing? What are you looking over here for? What are you looking over here for? You're supposed to be playing.
Okay.
Come on.
Okay. I start playing. I start playing on the old lute.
Look at my little bastard playing. It's so cute. Little head, man. It's so cute, his little hand. Yeah, my baby. That's my baby.
Everyone's just staring at the big boy. I say, everyone's like,
I said, that's my baby.
and everyone just starts looking. Most people are kind of half looking into their pints and half looking up. You do notice one face kind of staring at you kind of earnestly. She's holding a tray up. You don't recognize her. It's a young satyr. She's got a kind of a flower of sweet peas, kind of like a flower crown of sweet peas in her hair, kind of dangling around her horns. And yeah, she's just watching. They're waiting.
I sort of see this in my periphery, and I'm gonna just like do like a full scan of the room, but sort of like intentionally just wait that like extra half second as my eye crosses her, just so she knows that I've registered her, and then I I continue sort of scanning the room, and then
Marilla kind of rolls her eyes. Sorry, I didn't mean to cross you. Yeah, Marilla's like,
and then I just sort of like then sort of very seriously, like very earnestly look back down into my lute, and I really just start going for it.
okay.
Oh right, okay.
Hence why it was like you don't need a performance.
Oh, so I'll finish up playing the lute, and then I will say, guys, it's really great to be back here in the Copper Rabbit. You know, I've been through a lot up until now, and if
I can tell. Look, those Wordlands. I don't know Wordlands. I just hated it. Bastard hate.
and if
Wordlands.
if you'd like it, maybe I could maybe regale you with my tale, sort of through.
Woo! Regale us. Regale us, baby. Come on.
Thank you, thanks, Marilla.
Yeah, he thanks me. Say my name. A baby. Say my name.
Blue flowers adorn the silver oak. An old flame's glow warms my face. Love in ashes, fading smoke. Love vanishing without a trace. Hearts entwined in a mystery, scornful devastation. Secrets and lies lost to history, the left behind's damnation. There is no love that doesn't cost. This is a universal truth. A real, unchanging, unbending, unrelenting force. Love eternal, love divine. These are the follies at best, fallacies at worst. Blue flowers wilt and fall. The flame burns and consume. Love is a mask hiding, ending in doom. Love is beast in wait to maul. Hearts locked away and hidden, mourning an inevitable loss. Regretting love, guilt-ridden, anchored on their heavy cross. Love is a battlefield. Love is a losing game. Love is all around. You have been warned. Thank you.
My baby. Such a talented little bastard.
I sort of take a little hop off the stage and go, Marilla, if it's okay, I'm just kind of tired. I've been traveling a lot. Is there any chance I can maybe just go up to my room and get some sleep?
Of course I do.
And if again, but I really appreciate the hospitality. Really, any chance you could send some food up?
Yeah, sure. Let me. I'll get you a plate. I'll bring up a plate. I'll get you something.
Yeah. Well, no, don't worry yourself. You could probably just send up. I don't know, one of the waitresses or something, or.
Oh, well, yeah, okay, I suppose.
Yeah.
If you don't want your mom coming up and giving you food, I suppose that's what I mean. Best. I mean, I didn't give birth to you, but I'm sure that raised you and dragged you on the streets. But whatever, Mary doesn't need nothing. Mary doesn't need any love. Yeah, I'll get you a plate of food, you bastard. Clodagh, come here. Clodagh. Nate, this is my new girl. It's Clodagh. She's good. She's a good girl. She's a good worker. She's a bird. You gotta take her under your wing. You gotta show her the ropes. You gotta be nice to her, Nate. You gotta treat her well.
Yeah.
She's family.
Yeah, no problem. Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, Clodagh, and she hands the. Clodagh hasn't said a word. She just kind of slips the food onto the tray that she was holding, and it's just kind of looking at you, and she's like, yeah, sure, okay, yeah, I'll bring this right up. Okay.
Great, thanks. I'll be upstairs. Yeah.
So you head up the stairs to your room. It's it's quite a small little kind of boxy space, but like Marilla's never charged you rent and you've never paid it. But you've always been good to her and she's always been good to you, and like you cut your teeth on the stage that she's built here in the Copper Rabbit, and you, as you kind of settle in onto the bed, you just hear kind of a knock on the door.
I sort of take off my jacket so that I just have the shirt down and just sort of take a few buttons down to about like the belly button, just so I'm sort of a little bit disheveled, you know.
Excuse me, Master McKnight, and there's just a knock on the door.
Yeah, 1 minute, and just stand there still for a minute, count to myself. 1, 2, 3. And then I walk to the door and open it, and I just go, yeah, hi, sorry, I was yeah, sorry. The food. Yeah, sorry. Come in. Bring it in. Sorry. Excuse the way I look.
I'm sorry. No. You look amazing. I mean, no, you look perfectly fine. I'm sorry. Yeah, here's Marilla sent up some soup and some wine.
Oh, fantastic. Oh, that's a lot of wine. So sorry. Do you want a glass? I'm sure.
I don't think I'm allowed. I think Marilla would be mad if I I'm still working.
Oh, don't mind Marilla. I've known Marilla for years. She's. I know she seems tough, but she's real nice. Don't worry. I don't think she'll begrudge you one goblet of wine.
Give me a persuasion check with advantage, just because she's completely enamored at your torso.
They always are. Persuasion, and that is. Oh, these are bad rolls. 9. Oh, actually, yeah. So 17.
These are bad rolls. Yeah, she pulls out a small little stool and kind of sits on it. She's probably kind of like maybe 20, turning 21. That kind of like, young adult, new to the city. You kind of, her, again, as I said, she's got like, kind of a crown of sweet pea flowers kind of woven through her hair and kind of around her horns. She's kind of got a very kind of round face, but it's still quite angled. It's quite sharp, and like a long kind of slender neck. And yeah, she looks quite soft, like quite like her skin is really well taken care of. And as you kind of look into her eyes, there's just they're kind of a pale forest green, and there's just kind of something kind of doughy about her. Doughy. She's got a doughy face. She's got a very doughy. She's got a bread head. No, yeah. There's just something sort of like kind of cute and sort of like country girl about her, and that a country girl hits the big city kind of a thing. Yeah. And she takes a seat.
I sort of walk over to the tray and I sort of put the soup to one side and I grab two goblets and I pour a wine for each of us and hand one to her.
She takes a sip and she winces. She's like, "Oh, it's very strong."
Oh, sorry. You don't feel the need to.
And she she puts it down. And she's like, "Yeah, thank you. I'm just not a big wine drinker.
No, that's okay.
Hard ale is what
You're a bird.
No. I write a few songs. I'm not a bard. I'm sorry. I saw you play once before in a town outside the city.
Oh wow, okay. Yeah. So no, but no, don't be silly. I'm sure you're. What do you play? What do you play?
No, I sing. Oh God, why the fuck did I
Oh
say
Jesus!
that?
Take that back right now.
Let's go.
No, I'm just I sing and I play the flute a little bit.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm not even on your level. I'm just.
Well, let me see. Just 1 second. I assume my room has been left.
Yeah, it's
the way. So
it's clean, but it's not. Yeah, it's not been touched.
Yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna have a little rummage. I'm sure I've got a flute here somewhere.
You actually do.
Yeah. Oh, great. Okay. Cool. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Oh. Here we go. And I go. Here. This is my flute. Play me something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, she plays kind of it's sort of a harvest song. You've heard of it. It's like anyone that's ever done like a musical lesson, it's like one of the first things you're taught. It's like the equivalent of Frere Jacques. It's just about a farmhand falling in love with a young milkmaid. It's just kind of it's she plays quite well. Like it's good, but like it's you're better.
Yeah. That was great.
She blushes instantly. No, I feel so stupid. I'm so sorry. I don't know what I'm doing here. I'm so sorry. And she kind of goes to get up and.
Look. Thanks for the wine. I don't know if. Look, I think I know how you feel. Okay.
She's just getting redder in the face.
I don't know what I'm doing. I just pretend like I do.
Oh, you bastard. Oh my God. Me as Declan, not as fucking Coda. Okay. I totally get you. No, she just leans in a little bit closer.
Well, yeah. Thanks for the soup.
Her eyes kind of blink open, and she shakes her head. Looking around. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, soup. What was I thinking? And she puts the flute down, and she.
Oh no, you can take that. I don't play it, so you can.
Oh.
Yeah.
Thanks. And she picks it back up. She leans in and kisses you on the cheek. And she pulls back a little bit.
Well, look, like I said, thanks. It was really great to meet you, and I'll go and get the door.
You feel the mark on your back just sort of tingle for a moment as you kind of go for the door. It's not painful, but you're aware of it being there. Mm-hmm. She gets redder in the face, and she just, oh yeah, of course, Lola, of course. She doesn't say it loud enough, to be like, I'm trying to say it so you'll hear me, but it's just under her breath. She just said it, and she takes it, and she, looking down and kind of holding the tray with the flute. She's, thanks. I'm so sorry, and she leaves.
I close the door. I lean up against it, and I let out just a big sigh, and then I walk towards sort of was the end of the bed is where she was.
Yeah,
and I just pick up her goblet of wine and I throw it back. I'm like, you fucking idiot.
This was Romancing the Dungeon. You've been listening to Diarmaid as Thane Greyline, Amber as Hephaestus, Tenderson, Louise as Sophia Isidrim, and Sam as Nathaniel Obsidian McKnight. Special thanks to Martin Ryan for our theme tune Love Chords. I'm Jacqueline, and I've been your Dungeon Master. If you like what you heard and want to know more about the show and the world of Romancing the Dungeon, check us out on social media at D8 Dungeon. You can also find us on Discord these days. Just search Romancing the Dungeon. Wherever you find a load of people who are in love and looking for love, that's us. We're that weird space on the internet.
The voice of Colin Rochelle was Wayne Talbot from the Irish Pubcast. Massive thanks, Wayne, for a stellar performance and for really making us cry. Wayne and the crew from the Irish Pubcast are also running their own D&D adventures, so make sure you check them out on Twitter at the Irish Pubcast. You can also follow them on YouTube and Facebook.
There's plenty of behind-the-scenes actions. We're running games there. That's going to be one-shots. There's just going to be loads of news about the show and how to meet the cast and all that other malarkey. So if that sounds like something you're up for, give us a look.
Here, this is my flute. Oh wait, no.
I was waiting for that. I was waiting for that.
Let's avoid that.
This is my musical
This is
instrument.
my instrument. This is my phallic blow.
I
Hope it's not a flat performance.
so I take a little rummage through the
Bongos. Here's the bongos.